This video covers chapter skills review 11:18 through 11:19. You're going to want to launch Photoshop, open up your chapter data files, 11-2. We sort of have this crazy weird little bird. Go ahead and save it as Big Bird. And then save it somewhere you'll remember. Make the bird layer active over here in your layers panel. And make sure that you're displaying the photography workspace as opposed to your essentials. Display the color balance adjustment settings, which is this little one over here in your adjustments panel. Looks like a couple scales. Change the magenta green setting to plus 62. And then collapse that property panel. So now you've got sort of this green overlay. Okay, and now we're going to display the curves adjustment settings. Click the point where the input and output both equal 64. It's going to be around right about there, even though I'm a little off there. Drag the curve up so that the output equals 128. And the input remains at 64 or around there. And then return to the adjustment list. Okay, over here. Go ahead and save your work, Control S. Display the hue saturation settings, which is over here. Change the hue to -80. Saturation to -15. And then collapse that properties panel. Now we're going to edit the master color range using the sponge tool to further saturate the purple in the bird's wings, feet, and beak. So go over here. The sponge tool is located under the Dodge Burn rollout. Make sure it says saturate. The flow is at 100. And then using your brush presets, you want to sort of pick a brush that works for you. I might go down to something a little bit lower than what it's at right now, maybe 13. Okay. Okay, now we're just going to make sure that the feet, the wings, and the beak are a little bit more saturated. Okay. So they'll appear a little bit more brighter. Go ahead and save your work, Control S. Now we're going to modify color channels using levels. Display the levels adjustment. Okay, so that's one that looks sort of like a histogram up here. Modify the blue channel output levels to 95. So in this list arrow, you'll drop down to blue. The output levels you want to be 95. oops, apologize. I believe we're going to do this here. Okay, now we'll bump those right back open. Histogram. It says modify the blue input level right here. I went down to the output before that, so make sure you're in the right field. Modify that blue channel input level to 95, and then 1.6 and 185. Okay. And then modify the red channel input levels to 0, 2, and 200. Zero, 2, and 200. Okay. Collapse the properties panel and save your work. Okay, and next we're going to go ahead and create color samplers with the info panel. So click on the color sampler tool, which is located under the, actually yours should be the eyedropper, and it's just a couple below that, color sampler tool. Display the info panel. It's always good to have that close by so that you know where you're at. Create samplers for the following areas: the light green tail feathers, the purple wing, the pink head, and the maroon floor. Okay, so now we're going to create samplers for the following areas: the light green tail feathers, which we already have, the purple wing, the pink head, and the maroonish floor. Okay, and then make sure you compare your image to the sample shown in figure 18, and your colors are going to vary. Okay, collapse the info panel, and then go ahead and save your work, Control S, and I'll see you in the next video.